Special thanks to our channel members, who without, we couldn't keep making content like this. Consider becoming a member today for bonus content. Well, I think with this Fatal 4-Way going down next week for the Evolve Championship, Sean, I think you're the only clear choice to be my representative in this one. Well, Mr. Big E, thanks so much. I won't let you down, sir. Good. You were impressive last week against Oni Lorcan. Hoping to see you become the first Evolve champion. Hello, LSM Universe, it's me, it's Carmel. Welcome back to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode, and welcome back to Evolve Wrestling. We are back for another episode here on a Sunday afternoon. We do apologize if there was a bit of a delay in the episodes this week. We apologize there's been a bit of a delay in SmackDown as well, with everything going on around here, you know. Been a bit of a wild week going on. I mean, they've had to have me filling on commentary, which is never goes that well, you know. It's always kind of weird when I have to step in and do the play-by-play and everything, but people seem to like it when I was on Main Event a couple of weeks ago for members and Patreons. We're kicking things off tonight. We've already seen Big E seemingly pick his champion for next week's Evolve title match. And that was when we saw, you know, him choose seemingly Shawn Legacy a moment ago. But up next, we got Layla Diggs making her way to the ring. Here comes Callie Armstrong to the ring. Someone that Booker T sees a lot of big things in, as you can see here. She's doing a very similar entrance to him. As she makes her way down to the ring here, does Callie Armstrong. A lot of people, as I said, really seem to like her. As she makes her way down to the ring. We've got a couple of triple threat matches on the women's side of things tonight. We've got two triple threat matches. The winners of these triple threat matches are actually going to face off next week to crown the first Evolve Women's Champion. We're going to crown both of our Evolve champions next week. So Callie Armstrong has made the way to the ring. And last, but most certainly not least, folks, up next we have got, competing in action tonight, we have got someone that was actually handpicked and brought in here by official Jessica Carr. This is Calix making the way down to the ring. And you might wonder, Colin, you sound a little different. You don't normally sound as gruff and scratchy like you do right now. Let me tell you, sometimes I've been going to speech therapy for this kind of stuff. This way, I can talk for longer periods of time and do commentary for longer periods of time. Some people say I sound a lot more like Xander when I talk like this, but you know, it's kind of finding a happy balance to make sure that I don't hurt my throat by talking for too long so much. So, Calix makes her way down to the ring. So, Calix, Callie Armstrong, and Layla Diggs. Who is going to go on to fight for the first of all women's title match next week? We'll find out. Oh, what a back fist there from Calix and a drop kick from Layla Diggs. Going right at the Callie Armstrong. They clearly see that she is one of the toughest women in Evolve. As she gets caught now, does Calix and Layla Diggs get her up, taking her down. Callie Armstrong has got her up on her shoulders now. And Callie Armstrong, look at the strength here. Whoa! Sending Layla Diggs flying there. Gets caught by Calix, though. Doctor and Xander 3 will be back on commentary next week for Evolve. They're just both a little bit busy tonight. Mania Del Xander would be here, but he's actually getting ready for the Slammiversary live reactions tonight. Be sure to join him later tonight. As these three women just going back and forth here. And now look at this, Calix. Oh my goodness, look at the impressive feat of strength there from Calix on Callie Armstrong. Now into the corner she goes. Layla Diggs into a cover. Layla Diggs actually competed last week in one of the first matches in Evolve history in LS11 Universe. Coming up short to Zeta Steel, who we'll be seeing in one of our other triple threat matches in a few moments' time, competing against Zara Zaka and Chantel Monroe. Someone actually asked for... we'll tell that story when it's actually time for that match, so... There's Armstrong now picking up Diggs, grabs onto it, hooks the arms, and double underhook suplex, taking it down to a cover now for the one. Kick out, saved by Calix at the same time, though. Now Calix firing away here. Calix. Taken down by Callie Armstrong now. And now Callie Armstrong getting her back up to her feet here. Big clothesline there. It's got with a double axe handle, though. Standing shooting star from Layla Diggs. And Layla Diggs going to get the win here. Go on to fight for the first of all women's title next week. Kicking the ribs. And, oh no. Caught! What a big kick there to Calix. And now, massive pounce from Callie Armstrong to Layla Diggs into the cover. And Layla Diggs gets covered. No! Callie Armstrong nearly getting the win there. As Calix catching hold of him now. This is a big must-win for all three women tonight. You win here, you're going to get a shot at becoming the first of all women's champion next week. There's a massive chokeslam there from Calix to Callie Armstrong. Heading over with a huge uppercut. Shoutouts Gabriella Bennett over in TNA for that one. But a kick out from Callie Armstrong at 1. And now Calix going under the legs of Callie Armstrong here, knocking her back. Layla Diggs swings her around now, pulls her in. Lifts her up and taking her down. And now Layla Diggs, wait a minute, covering Calix. Callie Armstrong now goes for an overhand shot. Layla Diggs, no, countered by counter for counter here. Knee strike, kicks her in the midsection, swinging back elbow, kicks her down. Running knees, taking her down there. Calix now looking under the ring here, and Calix wiped out by Callie Armstrong. Armstrong staying on top now, taking her down here, getting her back up to her feet. And now Callie Armstrong throwing Calix back into the ring. Calix now getting picked back up here, Callie Armstrong. What a kick! Says, why not one for you as well? To Layla Diggs there. Goes with a big Booker T style super kick. Gets caught though now. Now Layla Diggs dragging Callie Armstrong towards the center of the ring here. Grabs onto her, getting her back up to her feet now. Goes for a kick. Swung around. Goes for that big spin kick. Counter for counter. Rolled through now. Cover. Calix. 1. No. Saved by Layla Diggs. And now Layla Diggs has got hold of her here. Lifts her up. Layla Diggs has Calix now, but Calix countering. Taking out the legs now. Calix taking down Layla Diggs. Grabs a hold of him now, and Calix. Big crossbody there. Calix has got no. Went for Callie Armstrong. Callie Armstrong, wait a minute. Shades of the Hall of Famer. Shades of Bill Goldberg. Jackhammer. 1, 2, 3. Just like that, Callie Armstrong is going on to next week's women's title match. A huge win there for Callie Armstrong, and don't worry, we'll have her music fixed next episode. We didn't know that the car creator set her up with Booker T's everything. And for those wondering, just go ahead and get it out there. Calix and Callie Armstrong are created wrestlers. Just look up the wrestler names. It's not hard. Layla Diggs is a mod, I believe, by... Oh, geez. It's either by Bia, aka Your Favorite Trash, or I believe from Refit, R-E-F-A-T. I believe it's one of those two. It's been a little bit. But just like that, Callie Armstrong is heading on to the women's title match next week, and we'll find out her opponent in just a moment's time. Oh, and shades of Booker T. She hits the spinneroonie. You love to see it. I must tell you, Jackson Drake, when I look at you and I look at the rest of the Vanity Project, I see box office. I see mainstream draw. I see potential in all of you. And think about it. I see potential everywhere. I know potential better than anyone. The Aron Stevens family has 3 pieces of championship gold in it already. So I'm going to tell you what, Jackson. You're going to be my choice for next week. Oh man, thanks, Mr. Stevens. You know, I don't think you could have picked a better choice to be the first Evolve champion because, let's be real with me, you are guaranteed to be the Evolve General Manager. Exactly, and if you get this, then I will officially be offering all members of the Vanity Project contracts to join the Aron Stevens family, where champions are bred. Why, champions of bread? Look on the bread. Whole wheat, rye, honey wheat, flatbread, Italian lib, and cheese. This is going off the rails very quickly. We've got the next triple threat matchup, though, and as it seems, Aron Stevens has now found his champion for next week in the form of Vanity Project's Jackson Drake. But now, folks, we've got our other women's qualifiers. Here comes Zara Zeka to the ring. Zara Zaka making their way to the ring. Competing here tonight on the Evolve for a chance to become the women's champion next week. Haven't gotten to see much of her in the LS11 universe. In fact, this is the first ever appearance in the LS11 universe. Now, I've heard that allegedly myself and the others, while Xander is still dead, although I think he's alive over in the Wrestle Luigi world, which is just a different continuity. I've heard that the Evolve review series nobody asked for is coming to Wrestle Luigi starting this week, so be on the lookout for that. Out next, this is the one I said that was with the story about last week. We actually had someone mention her name in the comments, and it was one of the very few cases where we could tell someone that said they hoped someone would show up on the next episode. Ask and you shall receive, as Chantel Monroe makes her way down to the ring. Chantel Monroe, rather. I do apologize, you know, the accent is a little hard for me to say things the same way as other people can. But Chantel Monroe makes her way down to the ring. People excited to see her here tonight, apparently. And finally, the woman we saw last week get a win over Layla Diggs. Now this week, getting another shot to get one step closer to the championship. She's also of the Vanity Project, who we're going to be seeing in the main event tonight when Swipe Right compete. It's Zeta Steele making the way down to the ring. We saw Zeta Steele compete last week as well. Now she's making her way to the ring again this week. So Zeta Steele making the way down to the ring. Without any further ado, let's find out who is going to face Callie Armstrong next week to crown the first Evolve Women's Champion. Will it be Chantel Monroe? Will it be Zara Zaka? Or will it be Zeta Steele? Well, Monroe with a big slam to Steele out of the gate, slamming her down by the back of the head. Now Zara gets swung around, clothesline from Monroe there. Chantel kicking it down, Zeta Steele going down, ground and pound, taking it down now, firing away. Going down, drops the elbow across the back now. And now Zara Zaka getting back into the ring here. Zara Zaka kicking the knee, grabs a hold of her, swings around, rolls it through into a cover now, has it down, cover, saved by Chantel Monroe, and now Monroe's got the hold of her here. Pulling her in, sends her off the ropes now, and big back elbow there. Crossbody from Zeta Steele. Things moving very fast-paced here on Evolve tonight, as they always seem to do. And now Zara Zaka's got a hip toss, taking her down there. Chantel Monroe turning her over, kicks her in the leg. Big chops there, now coming in. Rolling kick there from Zara Zaka. Right hook connecting now. Zara Zaka's got a hold of Zeta Steele. Pulls her in, grabs a hold of her now, and launching her across the ring. Swinging her around now. Now look at this. Chantel Monroe getting lifted up and dropped by Zara Zaka now. And now Zaka's got her. Rolling her over here. Into a cover now. One. No, and Zeta Steele reached for the referee's leg on that one. Zaka's got the hold of it now, and Zara Zaka with Zeta Steele off the ropes now. Hip toss, taking it down. Runs in, and hence is a takedown there from Zaka to Monroe. And now Zara Zaka's got a hold of it, and flipping Zeta Steele into the corner. Indoor cover now, has it down here. Cover, no. And now Chantel Monroe sends her over the top rope here. Goes for a counted. Well, both women launched at one another. Neither got the better of that one. They kind of drop kicked each other at the same time on that one. And now look at this, pulling on the hair is Chantel Monroe. Rolling her over now into a cover here. Cover, 1, 2, no. Now Zacco's got the hold of it, lifts Monroe up, and Chantel Monroe getting dropped. Grab the pine now is Zacco, taken down by Zeta Steel. Big forearm strike there from Steel. Caught with a knee strike there from Zacco now. Monroe into DDT, taking it down into the cover now. Has it down, cover. Chantel Monroe to go on the next week. No! And now, oh, look at that Zeta Steel rolled out of the way perfectly in time there. Now Zacco now, caught by Zeta Steel. Zeta Steel's got the arms, hooks the arms, and taking it down. Zeta Steel now getting it back up to her feet here. She's got her back up. The big forearm strike there now, and now back here into, oh! A big pounce there on Chantel Monroe. Zeta Steel with a wicked lariat there, taking it down. Seems the moveset didn't save from last episode. No! Big slap there by Monroe, knocking her into the corner there. Now Chantel Monroe at the leg with a DDT. Big slap there to Zeta Steel now, and now Chantel Monroe taking Zeta Steel into the ropes here. Monroe, right hook connecting now, grabs Zeta Steel. Turns her around, punches her in the back, and again, and again. Slapping Zacco in the face now, and launching her across the ring. Out of the ring goes Zeta Steel now. Chantel Monroe going out of the ring after her here. Oh, and a chair shot from Monroe. It's a triple threat, so I suppose technically there's no rules. It says she can't use a chair, but I don't know, man. When there's not when it's not specifically a triple threat, no DQ, a triple threat street fight, I don't really see a point in bringing weapons in. Show that you're a better wrestler. You don't really need to use the weapons all the time. Then again, my weapons are just attack. Whoa! What a cutter there from Chantel Monroe. Might have scored the win there for the 1, 2 kick out from Zeta Steel. Zeta Steel now, wait a minute, catching her, rolling it through. Zacco's getting back up to her feet though, making the save. Zeta Steel now, getting Zacco back up to her feet now, and Zeta Steel into a second discus clothesline. Into the cover now, Chantel's waiting for a weapon. No! So close, almost too little too late. Chantel Monroe taking it down. Into a cover now on Zeta Steel's and Chantel Monroe. No! Another near fall there. It feels like it could go anybody's way. Right now she goes for another cover, but it's saved. Goes for a big kick there now. Counter for counter. Zeta Steel's got it, taking it down into a cover on Monroe here. Zeta Steel, 1, 2, no, nearly steals its cover. Monroe now, 1, 2, no, Steel, 1, 2, no. Counter for counter here, but it's broken up by Zacco now. And now Zacco grabs a hold of it here, and dropping Chantel Monroe. Zeta Steel with him, and Zeta Steel into the cover now. Look at the Steel with the Vanity Project. 1, 2, she does. Zeta Steel steals it. So it'll be Callie Armstrong versus Zeta Steel next week for the Evolve Women's Championship. What a win there for Zeta Steel tonight over Chantel Monroe and Zacco. So now we know it'll be Zeta Steel of the Vanity Project against Callie Armstrong next week on Evolve. And that will crown our first Evolve Women's Champion. What a match these three went through tonight. Zeta Steel stealing the win. We've got our main event coming up in just a moment here. The Vanity Project, Swipe Right, going to be in tag team action against two new members of the Evolve roster. Hey man, Keanu Carver, right? Yes sir, that's my name. Man, I look around here at this Evolve roster, I gotta find someone to represent Booker T. Next week, gotta represent that Harlem Heat. You know what I mean? Next week in that Fatal 4-Way, I need someone that's gonna bring that Evolve Championship home. I need someone that's gonna get me here running the show so I can make sure the future at WWE is as bright as I know it can be. We don't need guys like Aron Stevens or Robert Stone or not even Big E running this place. We need a Hall of Famer, a five-time WCW champion, and a two-time Hall of Famer running this place. And man, I look at you, you know what I see? I see no bread, no water, just meat in this place. Next week, Keanu, you're bringing home the Evolve Championship. You dig it? Let's do it. Be my honor to represent you, sir. That's what I like to hear. Go win that gold, son. Alright, folks. Well, it's time for the main event. We now know 3 of the 4 men that are going to compete next week for the championship in Evolve. We know it's going to be Sean Legacy representing Big E. We now know it's going to be Keanu Carver representing Booker T. And we now know that Jackson Drake of the Vanity Project will be representing Aron Stevens. We don't know who Robert Stone has got yet, but I've been told we're going to find out by the end of the year. As we've got a tag team match in the minute, we have the duo of Iced Cappuccino, Ice Williams, and Cappuccino Jones competing tonight. And we're actually about to see Jackson Drake and Zeta Steele for the second time tonight. Because here come the Vanity Project to the ring. Because competing tonight in tag team action are going to be Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes, the duo known as Swipe Right. But there it is, the full Vanity Project competing in the main event tonight. Zeta Steele, we know, has a shot at becoming a champion next week, as does Jackson Drake, the Vanity Project. The Vanity Project with a huge opportunity tonight to really make things go. Really make things go their way here. So, without further ado, Ice Williams starting out with Brad Baylor. Comes right in with a gate out of the gate with a knee strike, does Ice Williams. A big right hook now, firing away there with some big right hooks, chopping away now. And now, wait a minute, Brad Baylor with a ripcord lariat taking them down. Getting him back up to his feet now, Brad Baylor firing away. Getting back to his feet now, and Baylor into the swinging neck breaker. Into the cover now. No, kick out from Ice Williams at 1. And now Brad Baylor throws him across the ring into the corner of the Vanity Project. Ricky Smokes tagged in now. And now, wait a minute. Oh, what a combo there from Swipe Right. Now. Oh, flies in there, does Ricky Smokes. And now Smokes, wait a minute. Ice Williams trying to tag in Cappuccino Jones now. Gets caught though. And oh my god, what a kick there to Ice Williams. Now Ice Williams turning it around now. Williams fighting back into it now. Wiping out Brad Baylor now. And now Ice Williams. Now he's coming out of the gate here. Ice Williams. Kick him away at Ricky Smokes now. Ice Williams starting to pull himself back into this one here. Grabs a hold of him now, sends him off the ropes. Ice Williams ducking him. Collides now, no. Ice Williams sidesteps into a kick in the ribs. Pulls him in. Powerbomb. Ricky Smokes now back to his feet here. Ice Williams throws him across the ring into the corner now. Tag mid. Here we go. Off the ropes now. And... oh! Shatter Machine! Wiping out Brad Baylor now. And now the duo of Iced Cappuccino coming back into this one. As now Cappuccino Jones stomped in the midsection of Ricky Smokes. Steps across him. Grabs a hold of him now, getting him back up to his feet here. And now, firing away again now, knocking him back. Big right hook again. Into a leg drop across the back of the head. Cappuccino Jones getting him back to his feet now. And Jones, what a DDT, taking him off his feet there. Getting fired up, but Brad Baylor tagged back in. Cappuccino Jones was getting a little too fired up. He's caught with a clothesline. Now Brad Baylor comes in and swinging neck breaker, taking them down. Grabs hold of him now. Wait a minute. Jawbreaker there from Cappuccino Jones. DDT to Brad Baylor, taking him down. Zay the Steel and Jackson Drake getting word on the outside. Kicking the midsection. Codebreaker from Cappuccino Jones. Grabs a hold of him now, getting him back to his feet here. And Cappuccino grabs onto him, throws him to the corner to Ice Williams. Tag mid, Ice Williams in. And now, big body slam there from Cappuccino Jones and Ice Williams. Oh, what a double team there. There's Ricky Smokes taking a bit of a cheap shot there. Gets caught with a big kick there from Ice Williams, though. Ice Williams with Brad Baylor back to his feet. And Ice Williams gets him up and taking him down. What a powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Iced Cappuccino with the win. Big win there for them in the main event tonight. It looked like it was going swipe right's way early on there, but then Iced Cappuccino, the two of them got rolling. And right there, we thought it was going to start swinging back the other way when Cappuccino Jones was getting a little too full of himself. But in the end, the great double team move there, that was incredible by Ice Williams and Cappuccino Jones. If we introduce Evolve Tag Team titles, these guys better be at the top of the list for getting the first shot at the gold. What a win night for these two. What the? Well, oh my God, who the hell? Who the hell is that? Well, Robert Stone's walked down to the ring with him. It kind of looks like that's not Jacob Fatu. Obviously, there's no tattoos, but he looked like a Bob Jacob Fatu almost. And he's just manhandled Ice Williams and Cappuccino Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, meet my representative for next week and your next Evolve World Champion. The forgotten member of the Bloodline and the Forsaken, Journey Fatu. Well, folks, Journey Fatu has arrived at LS11 Universe. He is Robert Stone's representative, and until next time, everybody, I've been Connell, and that was Universe.
Special thanks to $10 and above Patreon backers JJ Gyllenhaal, Ted Nizzle, and Harry Willis. With Patreon support, I'm able to do uncut and uncensored Let's Play content, bonus episodes of Universe, and much more. Consider joining with the link in the description.